Hey Master Chief, how are you? Oh, we have 3 people now. Hello, hello. It's 5 a.m. here in Melbourne at the moment. I couldn't sleep. But anyway, we have time today, so I think since I'm still in my farming run, I should be dead soon. I think. Shouldn't be too long. Oh no, you didn't do well in the tournament. What happened? What happened? What was the issue that you were facing? Range kept getting you. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. I think ranged ultimate is one of ranged and fast ultimate. I cannot decide which is the one that I dislike more between the two. Like with a more developed CF plus, fast ultimate is not as scary anymore. But range ultimate is because my attack speed is pretty low. Range ultimate is quite scary for me. I need to change some of the settings on the on the stream. Let's see. Hey Maxwell. Yeah, it's Sunday morning. At the moment it's 5 a.m. over here. How are you, Maxwell? So, I had originally wanted to, wake up in 3 hours to do the tournament stream. But then I have a problem waking up in the morning. I'm not a morning person at all. So, like, how I typically do my tournaments, like right at the start of the when tournament first opens, right? So I told myself that because yesterday I was quite busy, and I thought that I would just do the tournament before it ends. Oh, and then my run just ended. But then I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking that I'm going to miss the tournament. So I thought, what the heck? I might as well just do the tournament now and then go to bed after or something. I don't know. Let me just log the details. 683.39Q. Hey William, how are you? How are you? Cells 1020. 5, 12, 20, 32 death device. Alright. Ooh, nice. Nice. 150Q coin per hour. Aha. So I'm just about to do the tournament. I haven't done the tournament yet. Hey, All Clouded, how are you? Oh, why are you awake at this time? Isn't it like 5 a.m. where you are at as well? Oh no. Your puppy woke you up? Or your puppy is not letting you sleep? Okay, so let's start the setup for the tournament. And Kakita, hello. Welcome. So there is. Let's have a look at the battle conditions once again. And let's check the current live standing results. So we have Knockback Resistance with Protector Ultimate, which is bad. And then there is Basic Ultimate and Range Ultimate. So I think with Knockback Resistance, ranged enemies are eventually going to be a problem, like at the later part of the run. But with Protector Ultimate, it's going to be an even bigger problem. I really want Permanent Black Hole. This is problematic. Basic Ultimate is also going to be problematic. Right? We get a lot more ranged enemies as well. So I'm thinking maybe having Permanent Black Hole might be very useful in today's tournament. So if I have Permanent Black Hole, then I don't need to worry about protectors at all. And then Orbs and Death Ray will just kill off everything except ranged enemies. And I can sort of just use the ranged enemies and juggle the ranged enemies to bounce my Chain Lightnings to hit the protectors. To hit the fleet enemies. So Clouded, Permanent Black Hole, it would work on Protector Ultimate, so Protectors still get sucked into the Black Hole. The thing that it doesn't work on is, I think it doesn't let you have like Black Hole damage when there is a Protector inside it. And hello Tom. No, I did not hear about the new armor module having something to do with Poison Swamp. Is that a thing? Oh no. Wow, shit. Should I have been saving my gems? What can I buy with let's get one click here then, I guess. Alright, switch to tournament setup. 1.8 op size, that's fine. 2.3 on all of this, that's fine. 1.45, yeah, that's fine. I got my level skip to 1.47 this time round. Okay, let's get this to 2.5. Might as well put this to 2.5 as well. And we can get a bit more landmine damage. Alright. We got a bit sidetracked there. So let's just try the first run as our typical Pulsar Harvester project funding setup. I'm not sure if Space Displacer or Negative Mass Projector would be better. Well, we need Dimension Core, so let's equip that. Okay, let me get caught up with the chat. So many things to do. I've never lived long enough in Legends for Prot Ultimate to be a problem. Yeah, it's different stage of progression, Clouded. where I'm at, Protector Ultimate is an issue for me. Eventually, if like I have a Chain Lightning Plus and so on, then Protector Ultimates will no longer be a problem, and I think the problem would be Commanders at that time. Tom says that someone on the Tower Talks mentioned that earlier. Apparently the op one was too strong and the new one was weak, and they are reworking it. I see. And hello Rubber, how are you? I see. Wow, if it's something to do with Poison Swamp, shit, I think I might have to get it. Right, since we don't have permanent black hole, then Harmony Conductor is probably the better play. And we would be using Boom Boom. So if it's Boom Boom, then I need Space Displacer. Equip this as the assmod. Yeah, I think I'm happy with the stats. Let me try to reroll this. I want to get the level skips. Enemy attack level skip. Yeah, let's auto reroll this. Come on. Maybe we can start the day right and, you know, get this out of the way. Maybe we're just going to lose all our 650,000 reroll shots. Oh, this is so painful to watch. It's very early for me. Yeah, I have not gone to bed. I was in bed from like, 1 a.m. but I kept tossing and turning because I have a problem waking up in the morning. There we go, we got it. I have a problem waking up in the morning. I'm not a morning person at all. And I was really afraid that I would miss the tournament. So, I've just been trying to go to bed but not being able to fall asleep. So I thought I'm just going to do the tournament now and get it out of the way. Hang on, let's keep this first. And then we reroll manually and try to get some free upgrades. Free defense percent. Watching other people's streams too late. What do you mean too late? I haven't started my run yet. Heck, you know what? This is fine. I don't need too good of a Pulsar Harvester. Alright, so my tournament build is set up. Let's pump up the range. Pump up the shockwave size. But Clouded, why are you awake so early? It's probably the same time for you as it is for me. The tournament setup. Alright, we don't want enemy balance. I think we shouldn't go with wave accelerator as well. What can I put in? Fortress doesn't do anything. Landmine stun would be nice. Yep. And well, I guess there is no harm putting in coins, I guess. Yeah, there's really nothing that we could put this in. Day off, I still get up at 5:30. Wow, that's crazy. Hey Kristen, how are you? Kristen, check this out. I really wanted to show this to you. Wait, hang on. farming setup. No. Yeah, it's my farming setup. Why is it? Check it out. I managed to break 10,000. And no, I am not drunk. I am not drunk. Alright. So I guess we can just get started with the stream. Today's battle conditions, I really don't like Protector Ultimate, but we have Protector Ultimate once again. So eventually this is what's going to get the ranged enemies to hit me and I'm going to die. We also have range ultimate today, so the moment I take a hit, I think that's when I'm going to die. I will probably do 2 runs. The second run I'm going to use permanent black coal, just to control the protector of enemies, and then I think I would be using the ranged enemies to juggle them around my tower to bounce my shots to get chain lightning procs and so on. I think that would be a decent strategy. So in terms of the range that I'm going to be running, because this is Space Displacer, I think I would just start off with the standard range. Why is my range at 48 meters? Something is strange. What did I do incorrectly? Should I just go at minimum range? 43 point... No, then my wall would break too easily. Let's try... Wait, something is very off. Right, see, this is my... I need my tournament setup, okay. So, it's 70 meters. If it's 70 meters of range, let's do... Let's do 70 meters range. I think that should be fine. And then in the run, we would increase it gradually. So with 70 meters, I want a shockwave size of 2.2. Let's start off with 2.15 first, and then we increase that over the run. Okay, now I just checked the live results. It seems like 787 people out of the top 1,000 have joined the tournament already. So maybe I might rank a little bit better today. Let's get started and we see how we go. Oh shit, damage slider. Alright, level skips first. There's also basic ultimate today, which means later on I'm going to get a lot more bosses and whatnot, and that means that by the time I reach wave 2,500 or so, I think that's when I need my build to be finalized, because beyond that I'll be taking too long to kill the bosses, I think. No way, Christian. No way, you're in my bracket. Are we in the same bracket? Shit. Shit, why am I with this newbie? In a bracket with a newbie? Alright, let's see. Is Christian trolling us? JP Wicks, maybe? I might beat him. I don't know. Ooh, what happened there? Sybase, Primus, cute. Okay, Morty is, yeah, tier 18 with 9,000. I think I think it's safe to say we are not beating him. This guy pancakes. It's still a shitty bracket after all. There's a Rhino here. Okay, Rhino, I will beat Rhino. So far, not too bad, I guess. I think we might be second or third place this tournament. Oh shit, I just saw someone with like 7,000. Okay, maybe it's third or fourth place then. Ah man. Hey, where are all the good brackets? Everyone always says that they get good brackets. My brackets suck, man. Okay, target priority. We need to change the target priority. Ranged enemies go right on top. I guess ranged fleets. Protectors. I think ranged protectors fleets. And then bosses. There's more enemies, so I guess there would be some elites as well. Boss elites, and then we put closest after. Yeah, I think something like that should be fine. Alright, let's get caught up with the chat. Rob says, I'm currently at 728, so a chance of top 1000 for the first time today for me. Another 20 to 30 waves would do it, I think so. May rerun. Hey, good luck. Good luck. Man, I thought that if we join at the start, the bracket is going to be hard. But this is also a hard bracket. It doesn't seem like it gets any easier. Hang on. Maybe I should try something. Let me take out the range card first. Okay, and then can I bring my orbs in? Yes, I can bring my orbs in. And then I put the range card back on. And that way my orbs would line up very nicely with the space displacer. And then I can bring my extra orbs outside to trim off the fast enemy, the ranged enemies. And with Death Ray, I should be able to clear out most of the other stuff. Let's see how this goes. Kristen, have you done your tournament? Let me check the leaderboards. Where is old guy? Oh, so wow, Sky is at 6,000 waves in tournaments already. That's crazy. Oh, Kristen hasn't done his tournament yet. Hey, Austin, hello, how are you? Join in time for a full run. Learn from the masters. No, there's nothing really to learn from in my tournament runs. I'm just experimenting with different stuff now. But today my ELS got a bit higher, right? It's now 74%. I think last tournament it was 72 point something percent, maybe 73%. I got about 1% extra ELS from one click of the ELS enhancement, and I think I got a couple of levels into the assmod as well. So I think someone asked earlier if I'm farming. Hang on, let me screw up the chat. Master Chief, you were asking about tier 17 farming. Tier 17 farming is great. So let me show you the current progress. So tier 17, I'm able to do, I think on average 6.1, 6.2k waves. Coins about 750q. Tier 18, I managed to get to 4,700 waves, but the coin per hour is still lower. So currently I'm getting about 150q per hour in tier 17. Have I noticed armor assist adding anything significant in milestones or farming? I haven't tried any milestone runs yet. In terms of farming, I've been trying both space displacer and negative mass projector. Space displacer gives me more waves but lower coin per minute. So I think when I make the transition to tier 18, I will use space displacer for quite some time, until my tier 18 waves get high enough. Then maybe I might try to switch to negative mass projector and see. It's about, for me it's about like 7 to 8% more coin if I used negative mass projector. But just having the assmod unlocked definitely helps with the survival in whichever tier of farming that I'm working on. I would say that the increment is less drastic than having amplifying strikes. And yeah, so like, I think if I did a bit of like micromanagement or you know, reshuffling, I could have lowered this to 161 and 161. And then took that coin along with maybe taking this out of the lab slot to get an extra 1-ish Q of coin, which I could then have pumped into some other stuff, but I honestly can't be bothered. Oh, no worries, you're more than welcome, Rob. So I'm thinking, if all goes well today, I should be able to hit there's always that variance with Protector Ultimate, but I think I should be able to hit something along the lines of 2.7k waves with range and Protector Ultimate. Maybe 2.8k if I'm really lucky, but it doesn't seem likely. So with this set of battle conditions, last tournament I would probably be at the 2600 region or so. I think with that extra percent of ELS, I might be able to get to 2700 today, but we shall see. The main issue for me is that my attack speed is low. I don't have the attack speed mastery, so that's why range ultimate would be a problem, especially with Protector Ultimate. And Ego, hello, what's the counter for range ultimate? Pausing my tower. Yeah, so that's a good question, Ego. I think attack speed would be good. Shockwave size would be good. So in fact, range ultimate is not necessarily a bad thing, or having ultimates are not necessarily a bad thing, because with There is no def ray and op resistance today, which means that my tower is, you know, the only thing that is going to be at my screen towards the end of the run is just going to be ranged enemies. So then I can use the ranged enemies to, if I'm able to juggle them properly, I would be able to get a lot of bullets out, and those bullets would then be able to get me a lot of chain lightning damage, which I can then kill the overcharged enemies with. So I don't see it as too bad of an issue. Where a problem might arise is if commander enemies come, if the commander fleet comes and it buffs the ranged enemies, that could just pop me off. But yeah, the main counter for range ultimate is you just have to have enough attack speed to juggle them. Stuff like CF plus, Poison Swarm stuns, I presume Thunderbolt would be something useful as well. Shockwave would be pretty useful as well. But yeah, it's all about the controls. In Platinum, so I have none of that. Oh, what are the battle conditions in Platinum? Let's have a look. Let's see. Right, so more enemies, range. Oh, there is range ultimate as well. Fast ultimate, energy shows down. I see. So Eagle, there is no op resistance, there's no death ray resistance, and there is no taunts resistance. What you could do is run permanent black hole, and yeah, just let the ranged enemies hit your tower or hit your wall. So just EHP your way, but use permanent black hole so that you take less damage from all the other types of enemies. So far, looking pretty good. With 950, we haven't taken a hit. I don't think we'll take a hit until like with 2000-ish. Because there is a range ultimate today, I think reducing the attack speed would be very important. So once 1800 comes along, I'm just going to pop nuke immediately. And after 1900, when we get the first fleet, that's when I'm going to be using my demon mode. Austin, so with permanent black hole, you cannot disable range enemies if they have the range ultimate battle condition. So later on, we will see that when my black hole spawns and there is a ranged enemy, the ranged enemy is going to act as if there is no black hole. So it's going to behave like a boss. Protectors will be sucked into the black hole, but not the ranged enemies. Carol, hello, hi how are you? And Noah, hello, how are you? I'm afraid I'm about 100 lots of 65 stone wins per tournament from Perma Black Hole. There's a website for this, ego. Yeah, permanent black hole is like, I remember when I got permanent black hole, it felt like a very big accomplishment. It's one of those like milestones that you get in your tower journey. So if I were to, okay, let's say, okay. So I was just checking on the Multiverse Nexus calculator. It seems like I will not be able to get permanent black hole unless I use Galaxy Compressor as my primary module. That's a bit problematic, because then I would lose out on a lot of damage. And with less damage, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get lower wave count. But if I don't have permanent black hole, then that is like additional variance in the tournament runs. Okay, let me create a poll. I think there's something I would like to ask. Project funding. All right, so the poll has started. So the two comparisons that I'm thinking of is either we look at project funding and Galaxy Compressor versus project funding and Pulsar Harvester. The run that I'm currently doing is project funding versus Pulsar Harvester. The other one is if we were to use project funding as the main, which I'm currently doing, or Galaxy Compressor as the main. Carol says PBH added 200 waves to my 60. Hey, very nice, very nice. Yeah, permanent black hole is, it prevents like the shotgun effect from ending your runs prematurely. Oh, okay, so it seems like majority of the people. Oh well, there's only 5 votes, so yeah, let's just wait for a while. Anyway, we have until the run ends to figure this out. Man, but I'm so not a morning person. It doesn't matter whether I've slept or not. It's before 6 a.m. now, and I don't think I've I don't think my brain is fully functional before like I don't know. There is this very short window in a day, like between maybe 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. That's when my brain is fully functional. Thereafter, it's always at like 50%. Now my brain is probably at like 20% efficiency. Carol, why would you say 200 waves was a massive disappointment? 200 waves is very good for farming. Out of 6,200. So what is that? That's 3% extra waves. So one thing that I did differently today compared to my previous runs is that I added some stuff into max recovery. So my max recovery now is at 41.25 times. So I got this from watching Greenie and Crowbar Zero's video. I think it makes sense because later on when my energy shields are down, if an overcharged enemy comes, maybe I can soak up that one extra hit. Or 2 extra hits. And anyway, it's pretty cheap to get like 100 levels into it at this stage. Can get the same by 1 level of wall regen or something. Yeah, but you know, Carol, at least now you never ever have to worry about PBH again. And it helps with like syncing your golden board and everything, right? It's just one less thing to think about. And I think by the time if you are in tier 10, it's going to be a while before you make the transition towards getting more damage. But eventually having that PBH is I think something that is very, very important in your farming runs. Yeah. So like what Austin is saying, the moment you get shotgun, PBH becomes very important. And in all likelihood, G-Comp is going to be like the best in slot module for quite a long time. Because yes, Black Hole Digester gives more coin per hour, but it does take quite a lot to make it work. So you probably wouldn't mind sacrificing some a little bit more coin per hour to get more cells, for instance, and you know, just overall make your life a bit easier. Hey, moving off MVN today. Nice. I haven't used my MVN for a while, but man, my MVN stats is pretty impressive. It's all the perfect stats. Maybe I should have used Multiverse Nexus in my tournament. Hang on. If I use my Multiverse Nexus in tournament with Epic... Oh no, it's going to be worse. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking. It's just 50 seconds sync as well. Ah, okay. And plus I would have the CF speed reduction if I use that as my primary substat. Okay, doesn't work then. Eagle says, I'm at 150 seconds for the big 3. Would you aim for all 100 seconds? Yes, I would go for all 100 seconds first. So if it's a lot cheaper to bring Black Hole down to 50 seconds, but then subsequent upgrades become a lot harder because you have to bring your GT and Death Wave down together, unless you just use Multiverse Nexus, but then you're kind of constrained to just be using Multiverse Nexus. I would do all 200 seconds, and then think about what I want to do after. If I remove GT, I will get permanent Black Hole in tournament. 30... Oh, that is true. Nah. But I do want GT because it gives me more cash, which, you know, I do need the damage as well. Maybe, Carol, but I think the issue for me is that my Multiverse Nexus is rolled for farming stats. If I were to use my tournament stats, if I were to use it in tournament, I would definitely be getting less waves. Like there's just a lot less damage throughput if I move away from Dimension Core. Okay, so that Space Displacer ring actually made things a lot safer. And the boss was coming in because of Protector Ultimate, but it got a bit of a stun from the landmines. So that was nice. Currently building RPC Mastery and Damage Mastery, then gonna rush GT Plus. Okay, nice. Yeah, so Austin, when I switched from tier 15 to tier 16, because of Protector Ultimate, I started taking a lot of chip damage, and that's the reason why in my Multiverse Nexus, you see this 4 seconds Black Hole duration here. That got me to 36 seconds Black Hole duration. And then I get like a micro dip in my Black Hole, which helped to significantly reduce the amount of chip damage that I was taking. No, it doesn't. You remove GT by end of run when project funding is saturated. I see. Yeah, but I mean, I still can't really do that without sacrificing too much damage. Because I would be, in order for that to work, for my substat efficiency that I currently have, I need to put Multiverse Nexus as my primary module. But if I put Multiverse Nexus as my primary module, then I lose out on Dimension Core damage, which is like I think a 30 something times amplification of damage. I've been using Ancestral Astral Deliverance and built Chain Lightning to counter the shotguns. But I wonder if some quick clicks into smart missiles would help. So Austin, when you say you counter the shotguns, is the idea that you want to kill the enemies quickly? If you're killing the enemies too quickly and your ultimate weapons are not at like max cooldown, it might result in a fallen coin. So it might be better to just like, let the run naturally play out. And even if you get less waves, it's not too bad if all of those waves that you have gotten are efficient waves. Oh, check out the EHP. So much EHP. We're going to be tanky for a while. And I think one of the nice things about this is that this inner ring of space displacer mines, in case scatter babies come nearby, they're going to get stunned. So it's less likely that my ball breaks with lower range, I think. What if project funding and Dimension Core primary, Multiverse Nexus GCOM secondary? Yeah, so Carol, if I were to do that, see, the reason why what you said earlier makes sense, in that I would be able to get PBH, is specifically because of the substats on my Multiverse Nexus, right? I've reduced Death Wave cooldown by 13 seconds here. But my Death Wave and my Black Hole cooldown are both 50 seconds. So this substat here is what's going to bring the average of my ultimate weapons down below 50 seconds. But if I equip it as an assistant module, then the numbers are reduced. So I end up getting, it wouldn't be much of a difference. Maybe I get 1 second reduction or 1.5 second reduction, which wouldn't be enough. I need something along the lines of 6 or 7 seconds reduction in order for there to be permanent black hole. Oh shit, we were at 1800 and I didn't use my nuke. Okay, so let's wait for the next fleet and then we use nuke, I guess. Tired of leveling War Region AI. So what level is your War Region at, Austin? I mean, I think my regen is pretty good, 160 billion regen. It's not going to make any difference. With this amount of health, it's not going to start ticking up. But I think it's a pretty high number. I'm so smart. No, it's not that I'm smart, Carol. I've just played this game for a long time. So this is like all of those things that I mentioned is like all of the stuff that I had to consider as I was progressing in my own tower journey. So I would always try something and then, oh, it doesn't work, so I'm not going to do it. And it doesn't work because of this reason and here and there. I do need to keep a lookout for a fleet. Oh, there we go. That was a overcharge. So I guess the next fleet that comes with pop demon mode. So it's just going to be like 30 waves apart, nuke and demon mode, but I think that's fine. In all likelihood, the nuke is not going to, because now fleets don't spawn right at the start of the wave. So I don't think nuke is going to take out anything, but it's just going to reduce the speed of range enemies. Oh, so Carol, reducing the game speed still helps with getting more waves now. Why is that? I really don't want to know. I really didn't want to know that lowering the game speed helps, because you know, now that I know about it, it makes me feel like I want to lower the game speed at the end. But I really don't want to lower the game speed. I might just fall asleep. Carol, that will never happen. Baby tower, no. One is more than enough. I'm a one-child policy kind of person, you know. Austin, what do you mean 2 times poison swarm? I've got more than 2 poison swarms. See, 1, 2, 3. The third one just lasts for a short while, you know. Better to turn off auto activate nuke on cooldown. And just have auto activate on death, like. Oh, so Rob, because of range ultimate, I don't want any range enemy to hit me. Because I have nuke mastery, it slows down the speed at which enemies attack me. So that means that I get an easier time juggling range enemies. Say it, do it, do what? Like, do and lower the game speed? Nah, I really don't want to. It's not going to affect my tournament performance, honestly. Okay, look at this, right? Like this guy, yeah, 9,000 waves in tier 18. No way I'm going to beat him. Because even if I put in my tournament setup, I don't think I can get to 9,000 waves in tier 18. And I think it was there was someone else. This guy, 7,000 waves in tier 18. No way I would beat him as well. So it's Noise and Morty, right? Let's see where they were last tournament. So Noise is like top 200. Morty is probably even higher. If I can find him, not sure where he is. But I guess my fate is sealed already, right? I know that I'm not going to beat these people. So no point trying too hard. if for instance the guy ahead of me was maybe like 2 or 3 positions in front of me last tournament, I might try hard this tournament. Lower game speed works on fast ultimate, I see. Nice. People who do baby tower can't tower. Maxwell, look up your bracket. Live bracket view. Okay. Why, is it a very good bracket, Maxwell? Let's see, Maxwell. Damn it. Somebody's getting first place, huh? Hey, 589, hello, how are you? I don't... Man, what am I doing wrong? Why is it that every time I join a bracket, it's always a bad bracket? Everyone else gets the good brackets. Could any of those high scores be from the version 26 bounce web thing, or was that just in tournaments? I think bounce webbing was a tournament thing. Yeah, 1015 waves higher than second. Damn it. Let me see your wave count this tournament. Right, 589, you're in like top 150 now. Jeez, 3000 waves. Oh, Skylar is just like slightly behind you. 3026 waves. Ugh. Okay, so if you guys get like 3000, so Skylar got 3026 waves. That means that for me it's going to be about 2800 waves if I'm lucky. Well, I mean, this is a difficult bracket to a difficult set of battle conditions to PB, I think, with range ultimate especially. So I've been chatting with Skylar, right, 589, and he, for all intents and purposes, our lifetime coin is very similar to each other. I'm slightly ahead of him, but he has significantly lower damage than I do because of module levels. But then his tournament ranking is still better, so I think it's really because of like card masteries, like having attack speed mastery and all of this. They just proc a lot more chain lightning and more damage and stuff. So I think I really need to start working on my card masteries once again. But then it's the assistant modules are so good that I really can't find it in me to not work on econ. Every bracket I seem to get 10 to 12 people with max intro sprint mastery. Yeah, I mean, okay, so let me see where my tournament performance was last tournament. So last tournament I was 326. Man, and you guys are at like the 100-ish region. Oh, I'm doing something wrong. Rob, yeah. I mean, a lot of people. Card masteries have been out for quite a while now. And I think generally over time, people have been able to afford card masteries. Over the past 2 or 3 versions, the developers did give us quite a lot of additional coin relics and so on, right? So, yeah, unsurprising that a lot of people use Intro Sprint Mastery now. And realistically, it's one of the first few that you would want to get, just because of how fast it makes your setup. Right, let's check out the poll. Alright, so most people want to compare the difference between Pulsar Harvester and GCOM. Alright, let's do that. So this is the Pulsar Harvester run. Let me title it in the stream. So edit this. GC or PH for assmod. Alright. Oh shit, now we're at 2000 waves and I haven't used my demon mode yet. Oh, okay. I need to focus when the fleet comes. Oh, there is a fleet. Okay, so we use demon mode now. Why is my damage so low? Oh, my health is really good. Hey guys, like almost 5Q of health. Haha. I'm an EHP dude now. Austin says you've been considering making some tower content. Hey, nice. Working on transition to tier 14, semi-pay to play, coin or stone packs early, mostly event passes now. Any advice for content creation? Oh, Austin, that's I think the nice thing about the community that we have for this game is that everyone is very supportive. So when I first made when I made my first video, initially I did what everyone does, right? You just introduce your tower to and make it into a video, and then it's like a weekly progress update. Thereafter, because my gameplay was a bit more advanced than I guess majority of the player base back then, so I noticed that people were asking me a lot of questions in the comment section, but you know, there weren't many viewers and stuff, right? So what I would then do is I would just make videos that address the questions that people were asking, and I found that a lot more engaging and more entertaining. So that for me, in my case, it was I know that I was making content that there was a demand for, because people were actually asking questions about the stuff that I was making. And so far, all the videos that I've made mostly is along that same lines, right? Like if I, on Discord, if people ask me similar questions, I would then make videos about those particular questions. And yeah, that's how I've typically approached it. Is my black hole perma with GC in the assist slot? No, it's not. Hey Danilo, hello, how are you? Third month close tomorrow, and I still start all my runs manually, ban all common perks, and no auto select. Soothing voice is the key. My voice has many things it's not soothing. I don't think it is. How come my damage became so low? Oh, it's the amplifying strike thing. Okay. If I'm not wrong, we still haven't taken a hit yet. I mean, aside from like the overcharge might have popped me a little bit. Yeah, like 300 trillion. My damage bonus is only at 2.26x. So that's very nice. But yeah, Austin, it really depends on what you intend to make content on. I would say. I would say though that there is a lot of advice out there that I'm sure the person or the people making those content, they do it in the best interest of other people, but there might be certain stuff which people seem to recommend which I don't agree with, but then that's just personal preference, right? So that's why I always premise all like anytime I make a guide video, I say like you should always do what you think is best for your tower, just so that you don't mislead people. I think if people feel misled by what you're making, then maybe it might be it might backfire a little bit. What, Discord? That's what it is. What do you mean? Discord. Yeah, so I do hang out on Discord quite a bit. Not so much in the recent couple of weeks. I've been really busy with work, but every now and then I would just pop into either Spartans or JPlay's Discord and chat with the people there. Hey Nu, hello, how are you? Oh, we have 180 gems. Should I? Should I start pulling some modules? Wait, but what if the next cannon, the next armor module is something to do with Poison Swamp? Oh boy. I would like Poison Swamp. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just feeling really sleepy at the moment. So I wanted to do the stream like 2 hours before tournament ends. But I was afraid that I couldn't wake up. So I couldn't fall asleep because I was afraid that I couldn't wake up. And so I kept tossing and turning from like 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. And when it was 5 a.m., I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do the stream now and see how it goes. But my brain is barely working at this moment. What's my Discord name? Why are you going to ask me a lot of questions, Carol? I will ignore that. I'm just kidding. The new modules have been leaked. Yeah, I think that there was like people mentioned it a while back. Like it's something to do with like orb speed or something, and you get an extra orb. But then they made an announcement saying that it's too overpowered, so they want to change it. Oh, I can't drink another drop today. I drank quite a fair bit on Friday night. So on Saturday I was just hungover the whole day. I went out for dinner and karaoke and darts with my friends. It was pretty fun. Yeah. So, Rob, there is the official Discord channel, but then there are a few creators. Mainly it's Spartan and J Place. They have pretty big Discord channels, and I typically hang out in J Place or Spartan's Discord channel. Yes, Eagle. How many conductor is poison swamp related? I'm actually using it at the moment. So if an enemy is poisoned, they have a chance to miss, which I think is good for range ultimate as well. No, I hope that the new modules are not very useful, because I really don't want to pull any more modules. I want to pull on the standard banner and get my black hole digester to 5-star. But if the new armor module says really powerful, then it's going to be a shame, because I really want to play with Boom Boom this version. But if the new module is really like way too good to pass up, then I can't use Space Displacer. I'm waiting for a module that uses Defense Absolute somewhere. No, Austin, don't. I mean, so the thing about these very early game labs, right? So like damage, defense absolute even, is that if ever a day comes that defense absolute becomes like king, it's really, really easy to pivot into it if you have a good econ. Because, you know, suppose this lab, where is it? Suppose this lab becomes good one day. To get this from level 9 to level 50, if I just 6x a lab, it's probably going to take like 1 week. So it's really easy for me to pivot into a defense absolute strategy. And then rolling defense absolute on well, rolling your armor mods is not going to be too difficult as well. Hey, and Carol, yes, that's the creator code that you input into a specific website or in the game, so that when you spend money, I get a kick out of it. Assist module for the assist module problem fix. Hey, no, can you imagine if like 10 years from today, we are going to have so many modules that there will be like, you know, we have 6 or 7 sub-module effects over here, right? We are going to have 6 or 7 assmods as well, and each of them with their own effects. That's just going to be a stupid amount of grinding. So I shouldn't be dedicating lab slots to defense absolutes. Cash per wave or waves required. No, that is Austin, that is only something that Christian would do. Max interest to level 8 in my first week. Hey, Rob, I think all of us made something like that. So I don't think I got mine to level 8, but it oh, hang on. Max interest, mine is at level 12. So yeah, I did put in stuff, you know. Or maybe I should do cash bonus. It's pretty cheap at the moment. And it will give me more cash. Which is good for project funding, I guess. Everyone knows it's all about starting cash. Oh boy. So, Treble, in the past, the developers have tried multiple times to balance defense absolute and make it relevant. Unfortunately, it's either been like overpowered, in which they had to immediately nerf it, or it's like just so crappy that nobody bothers about it. It's really difficult to balance defense absolute. Maybe if they made it skill with tier level, it might be something worth considering. Or if like they converted defense absolute into an additional multiplier for damage somehow, I think that would be decent to have. Rob, so you know, I think when I was doing tier 16, someone commented on my video that I need to get the second wind blast lab done. It's only 4 levels and it's triggering the OCD in that person. And the truth is, I completely forgot that there was that lab. But man, it's so useful. It's so useful. Yeah, it's the danger of just using favorites. You forget a lot of stuff. I mean, these labs have been around for so long that, like, I think it's a good idea to, like, every few months just pass through your labs and see what you think is useful to upgrade, and then you just work on those for a few months and then pass through again and see which labs you now want to work on and stuff. When do you think the next version 28 patch will be, and what do you think it will be about? Oh, Eagle, I mean, version 27 has just came out for like 1 month. It will be a while, I think, especially since version 27 is a huge patch. All of these new labs that we have gotten, I don't think people are going to complete it anytime soon. So I do think that if they wanted a version 28 patch, what I would like to see is a smart missile rework. If they rework smart missiles to, you know, I think the logical thing would be, you see how Poison Swarm damage is with Poison Swarm Plus, it's a multiplier instead of an additive bonus. Smart Missile has that Smart Missile Amp Lab, which is an additive bonus. If they have Smart Missile Plus, that makes that multiplier become multiplicative as well. I think Smart Missiles would be decent. Because it will still then retain the highest amplification across all our labs, all our damage ultimate weapons. But yeah, I would like to see a smart missile rework. I think they should fix lifesteal, make regenerate the wall health or something. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. That would be nice if lifesteal helps to regenerate fortification. That would be really, really nice. The only way EHP gets introduced back into the game would be through well-established game mechanics of turning burst damage into damage over time that tower can mitigate and heal. Yeah, so the issue, Carol, is that like the moment you get to tier 19, this number just scales so quickly that where I'm at, before I'm done with intro sprint, it's already one shot, even with all my EHP related cards and so on. We took a hit. Right, the wall is broken. 1.6 Q. Hey, very nice. We're with 2300 before we took our first hit, huh? Devo, hello, how are you? And congratulations on tier 12 milestone. I want a module that redirects the damage I take to a streamer who's called Hyenta. What kind of damage? Emotional damage, Trouble? Smart missile target priority. Yeah, that would be nice as well, you know. Redirects all damage. What? So you want me to tank for you? But then my tower would just die instantly if everyone who enters my code redirects all their tower damage to me. Like the moment I start the game, I'm dead. Death by association. I think 5 or 10 more levels of Missile Amplet would help. I also think Smart Missile Plus needs a rework. Yeah, Rubber. Smart Missile Plus is really just... it's... they are adding an amplification to it, but I think the amplification should be like a multiplicative effect, just like how Death Wave and Poison Zone Plus effects are multiplicative. I think that would in itself make smart missiles decent. I would never enter my code. Smart missile rework would shake things up and be a good thing, I think. I was like, what decision not to make it useful for? Yeah. So exactly. So actually, Rob, I have a theory that eventually when we get to tier 20, tier 21, smart missiles is going to be what's making what would help with damage, especially once commanders come along. Like if you have maximum amount of quantity and so on, the amplification ramps up very quickly. So Poison Swarm is nice in terms of its damage, but it's very backloaded, which means that enemies need to survive for a long time before you start doing good damage on them. Smart Missile would help to kill the buffed commander enemies a lot quicker, which I think is very useful in higher tier farming, especially since those commanders, they are going to be appearing like every 10-20 waves kind of thing. But you know what? I think even though I didn't use Wave Accelerator this run, I think I could actually get away with using Wave Accelerator. Let me see what's the spawn rate now. The spawn rate is at 52. I think I can manage up to like 60-ish spawn rate. And health level skips, I'm getting 800. 820, 300. Oh, that's actually pretty decent. Level skipping about more than a third of the waves. Give me a couple of minutes. I'm just going to use the washroom. Alright, we're back. Oh, second demon mode is out already. Okay. Looking good so far, right? Kristen, no, I am not winning. I'm definitely not winning this tournament bracket. Morty and Noise will definitely be higher than me. I think there's going to be one more person. So I'll probably be like 3rd or 4th place. Oh wow, the sun is rising. It's bright outside now. Hello, Skylar. Hello. We were just talking about you. Is there such a thing of getting extra modules after 5-star Ancestral? What do you do with them? Make another one? Oh yeah, Ego. So, if you get modules after you get them 5-star, you can shatter them. Each time you shatter them, it's 2,000 shards of the type. But you know, some modules you actually want 2 copies of, like Dimension Core. No, I'm just kidding, Skylar, we were not. I did mention you earlier. Like, you and 589, you guys are way ahead of me now. But, oh, Skylar, my coin multiplier broke 10k today. It's like 10.1k now. So the coin per hour is about 150. Yes, 150.5 coin per hour. You are not going to catch up. That's the only thing I care about now. I can't even beat you in tournaments, so I'm not going to bother trying beating you in tournaments. I'll just make sure that your coin per hour will never catch up with mine. I want ultimate weapons to interact more, like Spotlight interacts with smart missiles, more of that kind of stuff. Yeah, Travel, I agree. There is the whole synergistic aspect of this game, which I think is very fun. And no, thank you very much. Yes, don't forget to like the stream. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. I noticed earlier today that we are very, very close to 1,000 subscribers. Let me see. We are currently at 969 subscribers. So 31 more subscribers and we would be at 1,000. What a journey, man. I did like 3026 for my first run. Yeah, I saw your score. You at 589. You guys are like top 150 now. Crazy. I mean, it makes me feel like I really need more card masteries. So I was thinking about the difference in our card masteries, right, Skylar? I think what I really need is attack speed, crit chance, and energy net. So attack speed, crit chance, energy net, maybe landmine stun. I think that would help me get a lot further in my tournaments. Really? You think you would end up like 200 plus? Because last tournament Last tournament, I saw you were in top 200. Were you not? Was it just a... Oh, 589 was in top 200. Man. 3150. Oh, you were 231. I see. Okay. Yeah, almost there. Almost there. Nice that a couple of those are the cheap ones. Yeah, Rob, they are cheaper, but then it's also going to take like a week of stones to get one mastery. And getting a mastery means that I'm foregoing econ for a bit. I'm not sure if that's the right play. I only got EHP related masteries, Death Ray, Plasma Cannon, Fortress left. I think Death Ray mastery might be useful if I'm not going on the Chain Lightning Plus kind of route. Yeah. But Fortress, actually, Christian, if you're still here, you reckon Fortress Mastery is still worth getting with version 27? Yes, it's still worth it? Okay. And there's so many masteries that I have to get. That's at least like 2 months of masteries that I still require in order to be like, more or less done with my card masteries. I'm planning to go for more ultimate weapon related upgrades. What would be your next upgrade, Skylar? It's not as useful, but still great. Okay, thanks, Kristen. I presume for me, attack speed and crit chance would still be more useful than Fortress Mastery right now, right? Max CF plus. Oh, I took a hit. My wall took a hit. Attack speed will be, yeah. Attack speed is probably what is holding me back quite a lot. It's a lot of CC and damage, yeah. Yeah, I reckon if I get my attack speed enhancement to like 1.5 and have obviously max out the card mastery labs and the lab for attack speed, I think I would be about like what, 100 attack speed, something like that. That would definitely help with juggling a lot of enemies and just proccing a lot of chain lightnings, I guess. Maybe it's time for me to put in some knockback force. Let's bring this up to 4.5 first. Since there's knockback resistance, I think, yeah, it doesn't even seem like I'm knocking enemies back at this stage. So maybe I can just max it out. What is the... Okay, let's see. Reduce to 24%. Yeah, okay. So let's just max out my knockback force. What's my generator percent now? Let me see. 63, 37, 25. So I'm I started labbing the multiplier efficiency. I think I'm just going to leave it in permanently now and see how far I can bring this number up to. Substat efficiency, I haven't started labbing it yet, but probably soon. Once my coin multiplier gets to, or my coin enhancement, if I hope to bring it to like 2.1, 2.2, something like that. And then I think all the remaining coin I would just funnel into lab upgrades and whatnot. Hey Bonzo, how are you? How was your tournament? You will easily catch up to me in tournament with those potential ELS. Yeah, so Skylar, my ELS for this tournament is 1.47. This is the number I have. Got a PB of 555. Nice. And so amplifying strikes with Intra Sprint Plus. Yeah. Hey Bonzo, you know, I'm not sure if you know this, but if you speak to a Thai person, a person from Thailand, and you type 555, that's equivalent to you typing ha ha ha. So if you're talking to a Thai person and they type 555 to you, it just means that they find whatever you say funny. I'm at 84%. Damn. No, Skylar, I don't think I will beat you because, you know, in the meantime, you are also pumping your ELS up. So the gap between us is not going to change drastically. Five by 5 makes me think of Faith from Buffy. Yeah, because I think the word for 5 in Thailand is ha. So when they type 555, it's basically ha ha ha. I hate I don't have spare lab slots. Skylar, you know what you need to do? You need to just gem rush your labs, then you don't need to worry about having a lab slot. I'm almost done with my damage per meter. Level 91 now. Just gonna go box this and then it's going to be attack speed. But to be honest, between 91 and 99, I don't think it's going to drastically change anything. Imagine having gems, Ego. Yeah. No, but I had so many gems the other day. Somebody was so kind. They generously gave me like 5 gem packs. Man, I had never seen this number beyond 4 digits before. And then I saw 5 digits the other day. I was like, holy shit. And that allowed me to get my my last card. I just lost my second win. Damn protectors. Okay, so this is dangerous now. What can I do differently? I don't think I can do anything. Well, I guess we can put shockwave size up 2 notches. I don't think it would do very much, but maybe it would push the range enemy slightly further back. Gives me more time. Like now. Oh, don't die. Alright. Well, that was very close. And for Mandarin, it's 88 equals to bye-bye. Papa. 88 is... Really? I didn't know 88 is equal to bye-bye. I know 88 is a very lucky number. I'm spamming standard every time I get 200. I need 1 single blue rapid blitzer for my first ancestral. Eagle. 200 is too much. Pull every 20. That's what I was doing for a long time, man. I saved up 21,000 for next module. What I want now is 1, get 4 more copies of Dimension Core, 2, rush all the basic labs. So, Skylar, why is 88 means bye-bye? The pronunciation. But pa is... Really, it sounds more like daddy. Papa. Every 20. Yeah, pull every 20, you know. Your disappointment will be spread out across 10 smaller intervals. Oh god, we did. Oh, we didn't die. Oh, there was a death defy. Haha, 101 Q damage. Alright, death defy. This is where we start luck sacking our way. Similar and easy to type. I see. I learned something new too. But you know what, guys? If I'm getting to 2600 waves and the run is ending, I'm pretty sure that if I switch to GCOM as my primary module, I will get more waves. "666" means completely different. In Western and Chinese culture. What does 666 mean in Chinese culture? Hey, Kristen, somebody's calling. Skylar, type your name. Christian's the devil. I'm gonna haunt you like the devil. Yes, Christian, haunt him. Christian, you know, Skylar is always telling me like he's winning first place in his bracket. It's really boring and stuff. Haunt him. Hunt him down. But Pulsar Hover in assist was significantly better for me than Galaxy Compressor in assist. Okay. Well, I'm currently using Pulsar Harvester in my assist module, Rob. So, probably it would be the same as well. Because last tournament, I remember when I used Galaxy Compressor, it was not as good as Project Funding. Sorry. Galaxy Compressor was not as good as Pulsar Harvester. Man, all of these names so difficult. Everything's going smoothly or cool. Yeah. I'm always cursing at Kristen. Yeah, Skylar, I mean, I do that to his face. Everyone, you know, you have to bully the newbie in the game, right? You see a newbie, you bully him. Like lately Doug has been on holiday. So Doug, if you're somehow listening to this, I hope you're enjoying your holiday in Vietnam. But there's an overcharge. Oh, there goes my wall. Oh, that's my wall. Okay, overcharge died. But when Zevon plus Doug plus Christian are in the chat together, oh my god, it's the devil manifested. I'm really in love with you, but I keep fighting with my emotions. Christian, it's funny, you think I actually have emotions. So it's a love to hate relationship. The more he loves you, the more he acts opposite. Oh, there we go. 2647 waves. Killed by boss, rank 3. Man, this is actually terrible. This is actually not very good alpha run at all. 2647. I mean, there is a chance that this guy would overtake me. Let's see what his performance was last tournament. I would say this is how RNG ruins your runs. Yeah, Skylar, I agree. Okay, so we have 4 hours left to join, but I cannot stay awake for 4 hours. I think this is what we do. We do this. Galaxy Compressor as primary. Project Funding as assistant module. Right, and I'll gimp a lot of damage. I'll lose out on a lot of damage this way. But I think we would actually do better. Oh, but hang on. There was the poll. Okay, so I need to do what the poll says. PFGC versus PF. Okay, so I can't do this. Okay. So I'll equip this as assistant module. Equip this as primary module. Equip this as assistant module. Skylar, I don't think we actually need that much damage to kill the fleet enemies. The GCOM is there so that you get higher black hole uptime. For me, the thing that is killing me is Protector Ultimate. It's not so much not having enough damage. Because earlier in that run, it was not a damage problem. It was the Protector Ultimate problem. So Black Hole can't help me with overcharge. Yeah, I mean, I don't need help with overcharge. What I need help with is protectors. Let's try out this run and we see how we go. But to make things a bit faster, I think we can get away with using Wave Accelerator. I think we should be able to make this work. Let's try. Alright. 2647 waves. Let's see if we can hit 2700. I mean, I was expecting to get around 2700 waves. So let's see if we can get there. Actually, Skylar, do you think it would be good if you use Primordial Collapse in your tournament? Primordial Collapse with permanent black hole. Especially since your assist module is at Ancestral, you would get 80% damage reduction from the overcharge. Wouldn't that be better than like Harmony Conductor? Right, I need to do that thingy with the orbs again, right? Hang on. The in the earlier run, it wasn't the I need to change this out. Okay, so I need to lower my range and then put in the range card once again. Yep. It has potential if my smart missile is more developed and I'm done more wall labs. I see the potential of it. Yeah, because earlier it wasn't like they were chunking me for a lot of health. I mean, that overcharge stayed alive for quite some time. It can't help with ultimate weapon durations. Yeah, that's true. Oh yes, and this ops go slightly above my range line. Oh my goodness, Skylar, this is what, like, I got about 300, more than 300 waves less than you in tournaments. Stones can be invested in more meaningful upgrade than smart missiles. Like what? What can potentially be more meaningful than Boom Boom? I got 300 waves less than you, right? No, more than 300 waves less than you. 2647, you're 3000 plus. CL plus. Yeah, but you know, Skylar, we are boom boom people, we are not bang bang people. So CL plus, nah. Yeah, nothing is better than boom boom. Exactly. No, you know what I'm talking about. Even unlocking Black Hole Plus would be better. It's okay. I will still work on my smart missiles. Yeah, inner landmine is also part of Boom Boom, right? But what I care more, Skylar, is to see my whole screen filled with many green and red explosions. So, you know, this is not the way that it should be done, but I really want to get this to Ancestral and then just roll in like landmine chance here, and then eventually I just get a lot of landmines and a lot of explosions. So there will be a lot of red explosions, a lot of green explosions, and a lot of blue explosions. And if the tournament wave count is still bad, I don't care. Love to see smart missile 8 seconds cooldown. Yeah, exactly, me too, no? Like, now it's... Why is my... Oh, right. Because I'm using Harmony Conductor. I need to roll in the proper substats. On my Dimension Core as well, I guess. Target priority specific for smart missiles. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, Skylar. Yeah, it would be nice to have smart targeting for smart missiles. I really want to work on my smart missiles, but I'm also worried that I would regret it. Rubber. That's why I'm... I think it's I'm at a stage in the game where I'm okay using my tower as an experiment. Because of how weak smart missiles is now. When I eventually upgrade my smart missiles, you can see the viability of it in the farming runs and in tournaments, and you can make a better decision from there. But just FYI, the damage is like what Skylar is saying, it's pretty crap. I think part of the issue is that in the higher tiers, smart missiles, or enemies have armor, and so your smart missile quantity is not very high, right? And the explosion radius can be very big, but it's not going to be tagging the enemies with actual damage. It's just going to remove their armor count. And it's not a very efficient way to remove armor stacks. Well, I think in my farming runs, right, Skylar, towards the end, I actually get very decent smart missile damage because of protector ultimates. The protectors take a while to die, and then my smart missiles break the shield. So to break the shield, I need something like 10 or 15 smart missiles to hit. But because all the enemies are clumped up in the black hole, I actually get pretty good explosions on them. 12 quantity, not duration. Yes, Poison Swarm can do the same thing, it's just a different damage profile. Poison Swarm's damage requires time to ramp up. But if there is a commander, you want to kill the commander as quickly as possible. And Poison Swarm damage takes a while to ramp up. Let me see if I did I show you a screenshot of it before? Where is it? I think I might have sent it to Christian before. There it is. Okay. Let me see if I can bring this image to OBS. Okay, can you guys see this image on the screen? So look at my smart missile damage and look at my poison swarm damage. My smart missiles is significantly weaker than my poison swarm. Okay, so let me put this over the chat first. So my smart missiles, 11 quantity. I think the duration was like 14 seconds or 13 seconds. And Poison Swarm Plus is at 4. So I've got way more investment in my Poison Swarm than my smart missiles. For the bulk of the farming run, smart missiles was, it was like less than 1 AA of damage. Poison Swarm damage was something like 9 double A, and then one commander enemy came. The moment the commander enemy came, my smart missiles started ramping up on the commander enemy, and then immediately you see like this number, it just starts climbing. It climb even faster than chain lightning, right? It just starts climbing very quickly, and after the commander died, it was 9.91. So it went up by like 9 double A damage in the span of this guy going up by 1.5 double A damage. So I do think that there will be a place for smart missiles at some point. It's just depending on what type of enemy you kill. You can't just base on the overall number. It's what the ultimate weapon is actually trying to do. But yeah. Okay, let me remove the screenshot. And yes, my chain lightning damage is very low, Skylar. You wanna know why? I haven't maxed my quantity and chance. And my attack speed is low. Smart missile can't directly hit fleets. Yes, you can't directly hit fleets, that is true. But neither can any of your other ultimate weapons directly hit fleets. So that's why the AoE cut was pretty good, right? It allows the radius to be pretty big. So you can't directly hit a fleet with bullets. What you can do is you can bounce a bullet off an enemy to hit the fleet, and then it can proc chain lightning, and that chain lightning can hit the fleet. But because you cannot directly target the fleet, you cannot directly use chain lightning damage to it. It's all the fleet enemies. I don't think they're targetable. Time to roll my farming core to move off MBN. Need GT, CD, Death Wave CD as 5th and 6th sub effects. 3/8. Good luck, Rob. And you know, in all likelihood, don't take it too hard. Core farming sucks. Oh yes, Skylar, sorry, I should be more precise. Saboteurs can be hit by anything, right? We only care about overcharge and commanders. Those guys sit outside your tower range, so you can't directly target them with bullets anyway. Hey Ben, how are you? Oh, Rubber, I did not know that. Fleets. Oh, yeah. Fleets do not take rend damage from Poison Swamp. That is true. So the Poison Swamp rend lab does not boost damage to fleets. So regardless of that, Rubber, Poison Swarm damage is good because of the multiplicative effect on its damage. But I think given that So when, let's say we talk about overcharge, right? The plan is to kill the overcharge as quickly as possible, because you don't want it to shoot you too much. So I think the ultimate weapon that kills overcharge the quickest would still be Chain Lightning. Poison Swarm kind of needs some time to ramp up the damage. But if we're talking about commanders, I think assuming all ultimate weapons are equally invested in, I think smart missiles would probably work the best on commanders, and then Chain Lightning for overcharge. Poison Swarm would be good for saboteurs, because you know the saboteur gets poisoned, it comes in, sits at your wall and does nothing, and you have a lot of time to let the let the Poison Swarm plus multiplier ramp up on the saboteur. I saw, yes, Ben, I decided not to go for IOM Plus this month, because I just don't have the lab slot for it at the end of the day. But I still have the Ring of Space Displacer, still very nice. It's still doing its job of CC in the farming runs that I'm using. I think the animation of overcharge attack make a limit to how many times it can hit you. What do you mean by that, Skylar? Like, I think they hit you to a point and then they just die from thorns or something. That's what I thought. Either that or we just kill them. I don't know. I don't actually pay attention. If I'll wait until next month, you'll give feedback going ham on inner landmines this month. I see. Oh no, Ben, you're gonna make me review my plans again. Just like how Spotlight Plus, you know. I mean, I don't regret getting Spotlight Plus, and my damage per meter is almost done now. Level 91. 8 more levels. I think that would be like 1.5 weeks. I'll be done with this. The attack speed of overcharge, I think it's a thing. Yeah, I'm not sure, Skylar. I mean, you probably know about all of this stuff more than I do. Honestly, ever since version 27 popped out, I haven't really been thinking too much about strategy. It's just the only problem that I face at this stage is just protector ultimates in tournaments, and in farming runs I don't really care. I think to me it's just, I'm at the point now that like, oh, I can more or less get to the wave count I need to get good enough coin. Spotlight Plus was a banger. Yeah, Spotlight Plus really helped. I think just having more bursty damage really helped with prolonging the runs. Right, 1800 is coming up. We need to click nuke. There we go. Do as much damage as I can to overcharge in between their hits is the way, I think. Why must it be specifically in between their hits? Why can't we just... I mean, it would be nice if like the overcharge is coming and then they just die. That would be really nice. Oh yeah, yeah. It's impossible to... I mean, towards the end, I think the way I think of overcharge is like it's a soft enrage on the game, right? You just eventually can't kill the enemies anymore, and then that thing is the thing that kills you. Maybe I should push the range out a little bit. Sorry. Oh yeah, I should finish up my knockback force. Let's max this out. We get 2 clicks into to shockwave. Oh yeah, Ben, that would be very nice. So I wonder if it would make sense then to put Space Displacer as the primary module, just so you get more inner landmines. Then the chrono jump amplification becomes a lot... Oh, it ramps up a lot faster. I'm wondering if that would overtake ACP damage. Weakness of Spotlight Plus is you can't control the position of enemies. Most of the time their positions may not be that great. Yeah. Yeah. That's why having smaller range is actually good, right? We get more coverage. Smaller range means lower multipliers. Yeah, that's true, Skylar. Just the damage per meter would be lower, right? I mean, damage per meter is the same, but the number of meters is lower, so... I think, right, Skylar, the thing, or the most important thing is to just get a lot of coin so that you get very good level skip, and you use that level skip to delay the enemy health going to high numbers, and then you just go from there. Skylar, you know, I think after this I might try a run. Where, imagine this, right? If assuming Protector Ultimate still gets me this time round, and I want to get to, you know, safely around 2700 waves or something, what I might try is to do this. I'll keep this over here. I might use negative mass projector. And then put my extra orbs somewhere beyond my range line. Go for like I guess the same range would be okay. But then I would put Harmony Conductor over here, take out Dimension Core, and put in Primordial Collapse here, Permanent GT, and Project Funding. I think that would, because elites are not too dangerous, I won't have enough damage to kill Overcharge quickly, but I think I can tank the Overcharge for a lot longer. Only if I get enough damage. Yeah. I'm not sure if the damage will be enough, but maybe it will definitely be more consistent. That's true, I don't have enough regen. Well, I think I would be able to survive to like 2700 waves. Maybe not actually, maybe 2500 waves should be possible. I feel when I need two legendary tournaments runs for 2800 waves. Well, Carol, you know, one of the joys of tournaments is just so that you can look at people below you and laugh at them. At the end of the day, I think most of us we are still competitive in nature. So you can get to 2800 waves. It's not going to be enough. You want to go for 3000 waves after. It's never ending grind. Alright, when the next fleet comes, I'm going to use my demon mode. Yeah, look at this Skylar. 3000 waves not enough. What a tryhard. There we go. There was an overcharge. $3,000 is only enough to secure first or second. Well, not in my bracket. Like, not in my bracket. Definitely not. Let me just double check. Did any of this So, okay, I think we are safe from all of this. But this rhino, this is 4,500. Oh, right, this is the 2,500 skin. I see. Okay, so we don't have to worry about him. JP Wicks might beat us. And so would Pancakes. But let's just do one more run and see how we go. I don't filter the time slots to enter tournaments. What are you talking about, Skylar? I wake up at 5 a.m. to do tournament and it's still bad bracket. Honestly, I think me getting third to fourth place regularly, that's like standard. I shouldn't expect getting first place most of the time. It's all luck based. Skip karaoke for good bracket. I got like 80% for Skylar. I'm going to ban you from the stream, you know. What a show off. You make me feel sad all the time. That's not very nice, Carol. Oh, hey, Skylar. 589 completed the tier 20 2500 milestone. I think you should be able to do it as well. He said that the difficulty is similar to tier 19 4500. Yeah, I think you should be able to do it. It's another skin if I'm not wrong. Should be nice. No killer. Free skin. You don't want to waste your farming time to do multiple runs. Why? You're scared that my lifetime coin diverged from yours too much? So what is your lifetime coin now, Skylar? The last we checked, it was 10Q difference. I'm at 105.4. $93. Oh yeah, now it's 12. 11 point something, almost 12Q. Haha. Little by little, Skylar. Little by little, I'm going to gain on you. one ELS level at a time, and I would slowly creep up. I have to go to bed. Yeah, you were drinking, Carol. Have a good rest, my friend. Drink some water before going to bed. No, Skylar has already done his tournament. My tournament join time is too random. I have to randomly join so that I don't get sniped by people like you. Can you imagine, Skylar, if we are in the same bracket? I would be one position lower, you know. At least one position lower, yeah, exactly. That would be horrible. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I need to go to the market after this. Get some food. Maybe we entered a terrible bracket. Can't even make into the 10th position. Well, you know, I don't think that would be very likely, Skylar. Like, you know, from week to week, I can sort of see my tournament ranking, right? It's pretty consistent. Like third or fourth place, you know. Pretty standard. Whenever I move into like econ related stuff, my ranking drops down. But then after that, when I get back into a bit more damage, then it goes back up again. I should be scared. Why would I be scared? I mean, it's just a tournament run. Tawny inflation. Yeah. It's just the power creep, right? Every version comes with new power levels. So at the start of the version it's always a bit weaker. And then people progress. But at this stage, I think Sky is already at 6,000 waves in tournaments. It's just going to be too long for tournaments, I think, for them. Oh, my back is so sore. GT Plus, Carol. $2,087 waves. See how the bracket is doing. The 3,400 waves already, Monty. Okay, it doesn't seem like JP Wicks and Pancakes are moving. First November, GT Plus at +4. Nice. Already planning 1 month ahead. Hey, yeah, by the way, Skylar, what do you spend your stones on this month? Carol says, is wave accelerator cut 3-star to max any difference? Yeah, I presume so. Like 38% to 54% reduction in the wave speed. So yeah, definitely. It doesn't even seem like bosses are a problem anymore. It's just the protectors now. Oh yeah, and that reminds me, I need to change my research. I don't want enemy range anymore. What did I want to slot in? What did I put in previously? Alright, Swamp Friend, yes. Oh, right, and I need to put this to 5x. Is a lab protector specific enemy nerfed new meta? Sorry, Kara, I don't understand what your question means. All obsolete enemy labs. Oh, so the old labs, I guess they are still useful, right? Like, there are better labs, that is true, but the new labs cost a lot of coin. It's very expensive to lab them up. I'm barely at the stage where I can even afford perma-labbing one of the existing, one of the new labs. So, you know, it's going to take a while before I can actually get to the battle condition reduction kind of labs in version 27. Okay, almost at 2,200 waves. We still have 400 waves to go, huh? Protector health and protector radius lapse any good for me for a downtime slot? Yeah, I mean they are useful. I just don't really have any downtime kind of slots at the moment. The early game labs are cheap, and I have quite a few of them to do. Be right back. Alright, we're back. Did anything major happen? No, doesn't seem like it. Oh, I still haven't taken a hit yet. Okay. Honestly, this is the annoying thing about tournaments. It's it just takes so long, and then if I'm doing 2 runs, it's really boring. 0.1 key per 100 waves. On top of rank keys. No, then there's too many keys, Carol. Like that would mean that I get what, 26 keys. That's too many. I think the purpose of the vault is at least like 2 years of progression kind of thing. Even for those at the very top. Yeah, wouldn't it be 2.6? Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. See, my brain is not working. Yeah, maybe. I mean, they should just honestly give everyone who enters Legends, like 2 keys. Even 5. I think 5. They can afford to give 5 keys to just being in Legends. I think keys are good as they are, but I want introduce new functionality like it be guilds. I see. Yeah, I agree, Carol. Okay, I saw that protector actually brought some enemies really close to my wall. I think we're almost at the time where the wall breaks. I think I've been at spot 16 Champions Tournament, last 8 tournaments straight. Too much econ focus and power creep. I can feel. Yep, boom boom man, boom boom. At least where you're at, Carol, all you need is econ, honestly. You don't actually need damage even. A little bit of damage is enough. But realistically, unless this number gets to to the trillions, you're not going to really rely on damage at all. I still remember, well, I just recalled the time where I first got my damage to 1 trillion. That was like right at the very early stages of when I was exploring how to transition to glass cannon. Bacon, hello, and I can't even stay in champs. Every Saturday I play in platinum and Wednesdays in champ. Oh shit. This is supposed to be the time I wake up to prepare for the actual stream. Bacon. Don't stress out too much about not staying in champs. Naturally, as your tower progresses, you will naturally rank up. Just focus on all the right things, right? Like getting enough econ. Once you've gotten enough econ, get enough ELS. That should bring you up pretty nicely in your farming runs and in your tournaments even. Strategy and all can come later. Oh wow, my wall broke from that overcharge, I guess. And it even took out one of my energy shields. But this run is taking a while. How long is it? How long has it been actually? 1 hour and 2 minutes. Wow. It's possibly because I've been so sleep deprived that this run feels exceptionally long. It would be nicer with like fast ultimate. I think if there's fast ultimate, you see things moving so quickly. It feels like the run is a lot faster. I'm trying to max out the golden tower bonus lab and get coins per kill to at least 70. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I mean, there's all the econ labs. If all the econ labs go up, you just generally start affording things more. Then the plan is to just push for GT Plus as quickly as possible. Okay, maybe not as quickly as possible. Like once all your base ultimate weapons, the Trinity are sorted, I think trying to get GT Plus and focusing on econ is never going to hurt. There's just too much to research and I get lost quickly on where to focus. Yeah, I know how you feel, Bacon. So one thing that I think really helped me in the recent few versions, this didn't used to be a feature, but now we can favorite our labs. And so I would just scroll down the entire list and see what I would like, and then I just favorite all of them, and then I just slowly work on go boxing those labs that I have favorited. Well, to the extent that I can go box them, but there's a lot, as you can see. Maybe like the EHP stuff for now I can sort of like take it out, but I'm just leaving it there for the time being in case I just want to work on them. You never know, every couple of months you just want to change something. Oh wow, you can actually hear the wind. It's the wind. It's a windy day today. Let's check the weather forecast. Yeah, it's gonna be windy all afternoon. But the temperature is nice. It's 16 degrees currently. It's gonna be 27 degrees later today. Oh, and the whole of next week is just raining. Melbourne's weather is pretty like gloomy. Bacon, no, 2% is a lot, regardless of whether it's tournaments or farming. It's going to help. Greeny, hello. How are you? So Greeny, I did my first run already, 2647 waves. Somehow, like, you know, I joined at like 5 a.m. my time, and it's still a shitty bracket. But my first run, Greeny, was like unlucky protectors again, you know. Protector ultimate is it's difficult. So this run I'm doing like G-Comp as the assmod for hopefully more black hole uptime. You get lots of good laps completed. I paid to win, but I restarted account after 1 year since I played. So why did you restart your run, Carol? So right now, Greeny, I'm using project funding with Galaxy Compressor. Previously was project funding with Pulsar Harvester. I think if the variance is still too high, it might make sense for me to put Galaxy Compressor as the primary module. Because now that I have amplifying strikes, I can sort of get away with having a little bit less damage, I think. and just rely on the permanent black hole to make protectors not be a problem entirely. So I think maybe that might help extend the runs overall. I'm not sure. I didn't get it back from my old account back. I've overwritten with completely new tower. Well, at least you start this tower, it's more like a efficient in terms of playtime. Yeah, the protector ultimate is something that I don't really have an answer for at this stage. But check out my level skips. I got one extra click into ELS between last tournament and now. Getting there soon. Getting to like the 80% mark soon. Yeah, I think 80% would be I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm pretty sure that if I get to 80% ELS, 3000 waves is not going to be too difficult to obtain. Even with max CL plus, I got hit by a few range near the end of my run. Yeah, so earlier, I think there was a protector, and then I just popped second wind altogether. It should happen very soon. That happened around the 2500 region, 2600 region, somewhere around here. Does Prot Ultimate negate Black Hole range shutdown? No, it does not, Carol. But with range ultimate, range enemies do not get controlled by Black Hole. Greeny, let me get your opinion. If I'm going to be running GCOM with project funding as the assmod, you reckon going primordial collapse would be better than harmony conductor for the core assmod? Because what I'm thinking then is that I get even more damage reduction from black hole, which would affect the overcharge damage, and then I guess I can use negative mass projector for even more damage reduction. Because without project funding as the core, as the main, I think I'll lose out on quite a bit of damage. So it's likely that overcharge will take a while longer to die. Yeah, maybe I'll try that. Pulsar Harvester should be better than project funding. Oh yeah, that's a good point, 589. So I just forsake project funding damage altogether, and then I will go GCOM, Pulsar Harvester. Would I have enough damage though? Oh, hang on, 589. No, I think project funding would be better for me than Pulsar Harvester, because my attack speed is actually low. I've got just under 62 attack speed. So quite a few times I had tested between Pulsar Harvester and project funding before version 27 came about, and I never seemed to do better with Pulsar Harvester. Try both. I don't think I'll try both. Well, we'll see how this run goes. Maybe earlier I just had a very bad variance in my run. If I'm able to hit 2700 waves, this run I'm not going to even bother doing a third run, I think. And even if I did a third run, I think I'm going to AFK it, because I do need to go to the market after this. Oh, there we go. So it happened around roughly the same thing. It must have been a protector that, a ranged enemy hit me and then lost all the energy shield charges. So what upgrades did you get? 589? I put a lot into ELS. Oh, I see. So what's your ELS at now? 589. $73.25. Oh, we're quite similar. Yeah, like 1% EOS difference. So I presume that would make you at like 1.4 ish for the enhancement, something like that. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, we're at 26, 27 for the wave count. 73 more waves. I think we can do it. Hopefully I don't get an unlucky protector. Yeah, hopefully. We never know this kind of... I mean, in the previous run, I got 2 Death Defies. Maybe there's a chance I can get more than 2 Death Defies this time around. This overcharge is not dying. Alright, it died. It died. So it seems like having the wave accelerator is actually helping me get more chain lightning damage on the fleet. Oh, there we go. This was I was quite lucky with this. The prots were coming in and then black hole activated, pulled them out. Yeah, Carol. So I think once I got to CF10, bosses haven't really been an issue for me in tournaments already. It's more of just overcharge at this stage. The minus range lab, I have a couple of levels invested into it, but honestly I don't see the difference. I'm pretty sure that difference is there though. It's just haven't really paid attention to it. Right, already G-Comp is doing better than Pulsar Harvester. Yeah, we are at a new highest wave. Oh, there goes the wall. Oh no, there's an overcharge. Oh, there goes my energy shield charges. No, Carol, G-Com is actually pretty good. I mean, so far it's doing what I had hoped it would do. Just give me a bit more control. Hey Study, how are you? Oh, you just got off work. Wow. You work on Saturday? That's tiring. Tomorrow as well, wow. Have a good rest, my friend. Hey, 2702. Haha. Yeah, I guess that was just an unlucky protector earlier. Oh, there goes second wind. So I was about to say that I expected we would be doing about 2700 waves. So I should be dying soon. Yeah, second wind is popped. It wouldn't be long now. Yeah, Granny, it's the only problem that I'm facing at the moment. They are so annoying, protectors, I swear. No, they follow a singular timer. Yeah, but the death defy damage is nice, 104 Q. Drunken YouTube people. That's you, Carol. Go to bed. I thought you wanted to go to bed like half an hour ago. Oops, there goes the wall. Oh, there we go, we just died. Killed by a ranged enemy. As expected. Let's check out the damage quickly. 2736 waves. I'm happy with it. 2 death defy, same as before. Whoa, my swamp damage is... Oh, okay, it's not that much. Chain lightning is still doing a lot more. Smart missile still very in a very sad place. But okay, I'm happy with this performance. If I get pushed down, I would gladly accept the loss. Alright, let's switch back to farming set. Oh shit. Sys module. Chip. Primary module. Black hole digester. Primary module. $3,000 waves. Hi Sky Dragon, yeah, those people at the top. I mean, right now, Sky is at 6,000 waves. Farming setup. Okay, farming setup. And what can I buy here? Nah, I think I'll just leave this alone. Okay, we set up the farming run. Oh, I got the 10,000 multiplier. Looking good, huh? Oh, sorry to hear about your keyboard study. Alright, so everything seems to be set up now. Yep. Right, so I think this would be a good time to wrap up the stream. So between the two, I did the 2 runs today. Project funding plus either Pulsar Harvester or Galaxy Compressor. For me, Galaxy Compressor works better, mainly because the issue I was struggling with was protectors. So, hope you enjoyed the stream. I think I'll wrap up for today. If you haven't done your tournament yet, please remember to do your tournament, and otherwise all the best in your tournaments, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.